y'all.
Hey.
Welcome to a special edition of Table Talk.
Yeah.
We're your hosts, Diamond and Silk. Silk, we know that the president was on last night for the State of the Union address speech. Did I say it right?
State of the Union?
Yeah. The State of the Union
speech. The State of the Union speech, yeah.
Give us the 411, what went down?
Well, basically what went down, of course, it was his final and last State of the Union address.
Well, at least we can give that a hand.
Yes,
That's
we
going to be
can.
the last
That's
one.
the last one.
Kudos.
Yes. He talked about a lot of things that he now wants to do. Okay. And my question is, why didn't he start doing this when he first got into office? Why wait till his last year in office to say, now I want to start doing this or making this even better?
Yeah.
He should have started at the beginning.
I agree.
Yes.
I thought that he was a little naive to even mention things about the economy.
Right.
That the economy is doing good. But are you serious?
Yes.
Listen, you have millions of people that's unemployed.
Millions.
You have millions more that's underemployed. You have the middle class is completely just wiped away, just obsolete.
That's right.
But you say that the economy is doing good.
Yes.
Maybe it's doing good for those at that White House.
That's right.
But it's not doing good for a lot of people around here in
Not
their own
in- not
houses.
in their own
Yes,
house.
it's the craziest thing.
I call it the State of the Now speech. That's what I call it. State of the Now.
I love it, Silk. I
Yes.
love it. Why you call it the State of the Now,
Because
girl?
somebody's in denial, perhaps him, he's in denial with the way that he's saying that the economy is doing good, but we're over $19 trillion.
Yeah.
I mean, I stutter when I say it because it's mind-boggling. I can't believe that I'm saying 19 trillion with a T dollars in debt, but yet we're doing good. What?
And listen, this is what people need to understand. Before we can change what's going on at the bottom, we have to change what's going on at the top,
That's
you all.
right.
And this thing about people living above their means and robbing Peter to pay Paul
That's
and
right.
just taking money thinking this is monopoly money
Yes.
when this is green money that we're dealing with here and just think that we can just print some money to pay for something and we really don't have the money to pay for it.
That's right.
We got to stop doing that.
We got to stop doing it.
We got to stop doing
because
that.
it trickles down to the citizens. When we see
Absolutely.
the head doing it, then the citizens
They
do
think
it.
that it's
They
okay
think
to do that, and it's not.
and then it puts everybody in more debt.
It puts everybody in more debt in a bond. Okay.
And then even down
And
to
premiums.
Obamacare, it's going up, doubling. It's doubling this year, and he did not say anything about that.
He don't
To
care
think
about
about
that.
that.
You talking about the healthcare reform?
Yes.
Because what he was saying is basically, okay, he done created the healthcare reform, so this is the old new Obamacare. But you know what? Millions of Americans have already been informed that, hey, your premiums go double, even triple,
Yes.
up under whatever he has done with this Obamacare
yes,
thing.
honey, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So now that's an extra expense that's coming out of the American people household monthly.
And he's not saying anything about that.
No, he ain't saying nothing about that. Once again, his state of denial speech.
So it wasn't a State of the Union speech.
No.
Silk said it was a State of denial speech.
Yes.
Because our president is in denial and he is so naive.
That's right.
He is so naive to even think that the American people is satisfied up under his leadership when they did a poll and I think 77% of the American people do not like what's going on.
No.
Do not like what's going on at all.
No, they don't. We don't. No.
And then did you hear how he threw dabs or jabbers at our man Donald J. Trump?
Girl, he wants us to see
What
he's
was
really
that about?
agreeing with Donald Trump. He knows that there's an issue here when it comes down to illegal immigration. He knows that there's an issue here. That's why he's already took it and claimed that he's deported some illegal immigrants or immigrants that have committed crimes here already, even though he didn't say it last night, but you know it's been in the news. But what I'm trying to say is the fact of this. Everybody know what Donald Trump is saying is the naked truth.
It's the naked truth.
They know that,
It's the
but
naked
they
truth.
don't want to agree with him because a lot of them don't like him. And so instead of looking past, their dislike and agreeing with the truth, they would prefer to stay stuck on stupid and be in denial.
That's right, girl. You are absolutely right.
Yeah,
You're absolutely right.
yeah.
Now, he did take some jabbers or some diggers at Donald Trump when he
Yeah.
mentioned about Muslims, okay?
Yeah.
Now, here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
None of this wouldn't have never came up had we not had that shooting with San Bernardino how that lady came in here on that visa and gunned down that fiance visa, and her husband gunned down those people at that holiday party.
That's right.
So Donald Trump said, "Wait a minute, because you all the one vetted these people.
That's what y'all
You
did.
vetted this girl,
Yes.
and you said that she can come into our country. Look at what she did.
That's right.
Look at what she did.
What type of vetting was they
What
doing?
about the
And
American citizen?
That's right.
What about the American citizen sitting up here scared that somebody may cut off their neck?
That's right.
What about that?
That's right.
So that's what people. What about the ones that scared to be sitting somewhere because somebody gonna come gun them down?
Exactly.
So in this instance, we have to properly vet people before they come into our country.
So what about the per disrespect of when they come here and break our laws?
When they break our laws.
That's right.
Or when they don't assimilate to our ways.
That's right.
And if you listen to other devout Muslims in this country, I'm not gonna mention no names.
That's right.
They even agree with Donald Trump.
They do.
They say, you know what?
Yeah.
You do have to vet these people.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to properly vet these people.
Yeah.
You need to know what's going on because some of these Muslims from different countries hate Americans.
Right.
And they want to kill Americans. That's their ultimate goal. So hey, I'm sorry, President Obama. Donald Trump is he's really right on a lot of issues.
He is the
naked truth. And it's so sad that our country has gotten to the point where we consider the truth as hate speech now.
Oh.
When it's the naked, nasty truth. People would prefer to hear a well-dressed lie instead of telling the naked, nasty truth. But that's what's going to set us all free.
That's what's going to set us free.
The naked, nasty truth.
That's
okay?
right.
And then you heard also yesterday, Iran. They were holding 10 of our U.S. sailors. They finally released them. But here's the deal. You had no business detaining them.
That's right.
Didn't they give you $150 billion?
Duh.
Why are you tripping when it comes to our people?
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
We do need a good negotiator.
Exactly.
Not this here. These people are incompetent.
When they saw our sailors stranded, wherever they was at, whatever happened, what they should have did is gave them a helping hand.
That's right.
Not took and held them hostage.
That's
what
right.
they should have did.
Because they detained them.
That's
what they
right.
did.
That's right.
The reason why people are Donald Trump resonates with people is because they know he's going to work for the people and not against the people.
Yes.
And when I listen to President Obama, it feels like he's working against the Americans and not for Americans. And that's what people are outraged about.
Yes.
And Donald Trump is the only one that wants to work for Americans.
Yes, it's time for Obama to come out the bubble. I'm telling you.
Listen,
it's time.
I am so happy that this is Obama's last year.
Oh my goodness.
It's really time for him to get out of office.
Oh my.
Let's put a businessman in that know how to negotiate, get a deal done, make a good deal with somebody. When they see our people, they ain't gonna just detain them just to stir up strife. They know, wait a minute, let me help them get on and lead them on to their to their next destination.
They will want to do what's right. You know, he also brought up the fact about kids being job ready.
Well, listen to me.
No?
How can they be job ready when they getting out of school and you don't have no job because you done brought these people over here on these H-1B visas taking their jobs. So how can they be job ready? And then Bernie Sanders, he wants to take it. He wants to give people college for free.
For free.
They get college for free, and then only to end up having to hold up a sign talking about we'll work for food for free. I mean, you see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
it's the craziest.
It's the craziest thing, yeah.
I don't get
and I'm looking at how the whole Democrat Party been giving away stuff for free for years, and look at where it's gotten us, period.
Yeah. People just been handed just a minute little crumbs. And not being able to obtain a slice of the cake. That's what it is, girl. That's what it is.
Give me a slice of the cake any day, Diamond.
Well, okay, so Nikki Haley responds. You know, she's a Republican.
Yeah.
She responded after the debate, and she also took jabs at Donald Trump. And a lot of people is upset with her for taking those jabs. But here's the deal. You shouldn't have done that, Nikki.
No, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't have done that because, listen. We are citizens. We are American citizens.
Yes.
We don't want to be sitting up riding dirt and somebody done shot us down for no reason because they hate us.
That's right.
People are not staring up rhetoric.
No.
People are like, wait a minute. This is a problem going on.
Yes.
Take a look around. And when there's a problem, people become alarmed. I know you want people to stay calm when there's a problem. But if it's a snake, if it looked like a snake, if it smelled like a snake, if it walked like a snake, if it talked like a snake, if it eat like a snake, if it shed like a snake, it's a snake.
A snake.
Yes, really upset with Nikki Haley
Oh,
for how she did the little address, little speech at the end, and she was doing daggers at Donald Trump. And you know what? And like I tweeted out something today, I said, y'all keep in mind, when you see the president taking this national platform at the State of Union, giving a speech in front of millions of people all over the world, and he throw daggers at our man Donald Trump, they only smear who they fear, baby. That's what that's about.